Good morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review Talk.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. It is a Monday, our first full Monday back to school for some of us. It's crazy. Some of your students haven't even started back to school. They have a couple more days.
Some of the Kings people?
Yeah, I think them and a few others are slower start than us. But anyhow, we're back up and running. It was our Monday, and first full Monday with everybody on the bus. So only a bunch more to go.
You like your new crowd?
I really don't have a huge new crowd. Most of them are the same old. The only new ones I have is going to be a few seventh graders, and not too bad. We've had a couple of conversations, but all in all, going good. We're doing it. So it just is what it is now for the next 9 months. So I'm okay with it. I think it's fine. It makes it easier to go to the gym for me. I'm more committed. I don't like getting out of bed and then going straight to the gym. I don't know how people do that. That's maddening to me. I do. I don't know how you do. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I've tried. I want that to be who I am, but that's not who I am. But going and driving the school bus, that gets me awake. Now the blood's flowing. I'm ready to go. And then going to the gym after the bus is perfect for me. I just don't know how people do that.
I'm not like opening my eyes, getting dressed, and then going to the gym.
Can't do it.
I'm up for like an hour and a half before I leave.
Easily. I'd have to be. I would have to be. It just, because I don't know. My body's not like, hey man, let's jump in there and let's go run a couple of miles. I barely want to do it even after driving the bus. So I couldn't imagine.
I can't. Like if I don't do it in the morning, I won't go at all.
I won't either. I'm one of those that I'll sit here and I think of all the good stuff I'm going to do this evening when I get home, like mow the yard, trim the bushes, and then I even thought about working on the garage.
I didn't know what that was.
Siren, man. You thought I was screaming, huh? There's a siren behind us. I don't know if y'all can see him going by. But I'll do part of that, but I'll never do as much as I planned on. Because at a certain point, I'm just like, okay, it's been a long day. I'm tired. So, but anyhow, I do have plans. I'm hoping to mow and do the bushes and weed eat and trim.
Ooh, 2 days in a row for you.
And what do you mean?
Well, you're going to do tomorrow.
I'm not doing nothing tomorrow. I'm retired from that one. So, but anyhow, super excited. And then I would like to start working on the garage. I want the garage to get to where we can walk through there without. This morning, I was a little scared to walk through there in the dark. I won't lie. I thought I could potentially die.
I never paid you for last week.
No, that's the reason why I'm not helping you this week.
No, I have. It's in my office.
Ship has sailed.
The money's literally in my office.
No, I don't believe that. I have not seen it. So
okay, well, whatever. Last time I tried to pay you gave it back to me.
Yeah, but I wasn't given that option this time, was I?
I just wasn't
you just decided you were just going to keep it.
No,
so,
I'll give it to you.
I'm not interested in working for you no more. I think like you're the worst employee ever. It's terrible. I get crap. So I'm out, man.
I just forgot, man.
I'm retired. I put in my 2-week notice.
But then you still owe me 2 weeks of work.
Nah.
That's how 2-week notice works.
I find that I just quit. I'm out.
No severance package for you then.
I don't want no severance package. I didn't like what I got just when I was working, let alone a severance package. I imagine if it goes anything like how I was paid, it's not going to be a good severance package. So I'm out.
Dude, I gave you 50% of what I got paid.
Yeah, and
that's a great deal.
Because I did more than 50% of what you did.
You did the edging. I did everything else.
Did you buy gas?
No.
You need to buy that for tomorrow.
Hey, that's the thing. Like, what other employer's giving you 50% of the cut?
Well,
nobody.
If you own the church, you get more than you know. I'm just kidding. That's a joke for everybody. That is a joke. I'm kidding.
Dangerous joke.
That's a very dangerous joke. I'm just playing. Y'all can come check the books and know that I am not nowhere close to that. So, but anyhow, I am doing okay. A little tired. I got scared last night in my sleep. Have you ever been sleeping and something happened and scared you? And I don't know exactly what happened, but something scared me at about midnight, and I was scared, and I hollered, and then I got hollered at, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, and then ended up in the living room. So, yeah.
I wonder if the same noise that scared you scared me.
I don't know, man. It was right at midnight, and I am sound asleep. Like, I am out because I'm tired. It'd been, Sundays are usually long days for us. Of course, then we came back up here and did practice. I did some stuff on the sound and sound booth and stuff. And then, I don't know, midnight. I don't know exactly what was going on. But
I shot up, reached under my pillow, grabbed a gun and a flashlight, and I was sitting there like this, looking around the room, like, what the heck was that?
Well, I was
ready to kill.
Well, me too, apparently, and so I don't know everything that was said or everything that happened, but I ended up like I was asleep, but then I got awake, and then at that point I couldn't go back to sleep. So it was one of those deals.
I went right back to sleep.
Nah, my body just doesn't work that way, sadly. So typically, if I get woke up, especially like in a scare type deal, like I was scared. So anyhow, I did finally doze off about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I definitely didn't have my mask on because I woke up with a very dry throat. So yeah, I'm sure I was snoring like a freight train out there. Luckily, nobody could hear it. And so yeah, a little tired this morning, but life's life, and we just push forward and hope that everybody that no one got shot and it was a good day. So I don't know. And then we went to the gym, did okay at the gym. I'm struggling getting back into my cardio. As far as lifting weights and stuff, I'm fine with that. But I've been doing 5 minutes running, 5 minutes walking, 5 minutes running, 5 minutes walking for my cardio. And anyhow, maybe I'll get going soon.
Got a new PR on incline today.
Nice. I've never liked incline. Incline's never been anything I've been interested in. Not one of my favorites.
From what I've been reading, it's the best for building your chest.
I got you. Well, man, when you look the way I look, you don't have to do too much. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I wish we had something that was a miracle cure for the middle of for your stomach. So I am truly being cursed for making fun of my grandpa all those years.
There is a miracle cure.
What's that? Don't eat?
No, it's called Retta.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I don't know that we should talk about that on here, but if it works like M&Ms, I'm in. Just give me some M&Ms. I wish it was that easy. But anyhow, yeah. So what's the agenda today? What are we doing today?
Same thing we always do.
Same thing. Week. Well, but usually we have a plan.
Not really.
Somewhere. No, we just wing it, fake it till you make it, baby, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So, how's Miss Emma Grace doing this morning?
I haven't talked to her today.
I haven't talked to her. I heard she wasn't feeling well. So,
if she's not working today, she'll probably wake up around noon.
Can I tell you my first initial thought when I didn't see her in the auditorium? I thought, I wonder if they're fighting. Is that terrible? That's terrible that my first thought was, do you think she's mad at Keagan? That's terrible, right? Man, that's a terrible way to think.
We did. I was at her house Saturday night, and we got into like a small argument that like really wasn't a big deal, but I was just kind of messing around. And then Joan and Addie texted and said, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And I just texted back. I said, "We're currently fighting." She goes, "No, we're not."
We're fighting about not fighting. That's awesome.
And so then she obviously texted in the group chat. She said, "No, we're not." And I said, "Well." So.
Oh, that's funny. How's Joan and Addie doing?
They're good.
Yeah.
They their house is sick.
Yeah. I hope it gets better.
It's a classic one.
Thank you. That's a dad joke right there, man.
Their dog has gotten huge.
Well, their dog was huge last time I saw him, so
every time I
can't
see
imagine.
him, he doubles in size.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
Why would you want a dog that's going to double in size every time you see it?
Her name is Beans.
I love that.
I call her Frijoles.
Frijoles.
And they took her out on the pontoon the other day.
They have a pontoon? Nice.
No, his grandpa has the lake house. They have a pontoon and a ski boat that they get access to. Pretty sweet deal.
Our little doggies like the pontoon, that's for sure. So, well, y'all were up here practicing last night, the teenagers. How did that go?
Well, we'll get there. We haven't even started through the weekend.
Okay.
That's part of the weekend.
So I jumped it. I got you. Well, I just wanting to give you a chance to talk about, your plans for that.
And practice was good till some jerk pulled up and started being rude to everybody.
Yeah. We won't say names, but he goes by Hank.
I bet say he won't listen to this. We can say whatever we want.
I don't think he listens. No, I don't think he listens at all, and that's fine.
Something I've realized with Hank is he doesn't value our friendship.
Well, I don't know.
Yesterday after church, like during church, I said, hey, don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you after church. Came out here. He was gone. I texted him. I called him a dirtbag.
Well, I think what happens with a lot of people after church, the stomach is talking, and so that wins precedence over.
That's what he said. He said, "Bruh, I was hungry."
Yeah, that's what.
And I said, "I was hungry for friendship."
Yeah, I was hungry for friendship. Well, you didn't get that yesterday, and I'm sure he's very apologetic. And
did Brett say anything about his Jeep being out in the rain all?
No, but what Brett got going for him is it's kind of like a leather or vinyl seats. So even if they get wet, you take a towel, wipe it off, and you're good to go. So
still not good for leather. Just
no, I wouldn't think so.
No,
I wouldn't think so. But yeah, it was raining pretty good when he came and got it. I didn't even ask him about that. But I did talk to him for a little bit this morning. He was making fun of his dad, and which was awesome. So.
I hadn't seen him and that guy in the gym in a while.
I hadn't either, but I was thinking maybe that's me because I haven't been in the gym in a while. So is it me that hasn't been there in a while?
I've been there.
Or have they not been there in a while? So
they haven't been there.
But that guy might be the same with us. He has a crazy busy summer, and he's like, dude, I'm not going to work out this summer. I'll see you when summer's over, is what I imagine happened. So
it's got to where, like, I have to go to the gym, or the whole day I just feel like a worthless loser.
Well, and then you get to the end of the day, and you're like, man, I didn't burn near enough calories, and I don't
care about that. I'm just like,
yeah, because you're skinny, but us bigger people need to burn some calories.
I need to be doing more calories.
I
haven't been sticking to my plan. Just been eating whatever's put in front of me.
My plan is to not do that, and that's a struggle. Someone did fix a pretty good breakfast this morning, and I gobbled that up, and I'm hoping it'll last me till dinner tonight.
Solid 6 out of 10.
Huh?
Solid 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Wow. Woo. Wow. Well,
it was good.
Hopefully he'll do better. But it was edible. So
hash browns were freezing.
Hash browns was terrible. I don't know what happened to the hash browns. They just did not work out well. It's like, what happened here, man? I don't know. And they were kind of like cold in the middle. I don't know what I did there. So I'll do better.
It warmed up after I stirred it all together.
There you go. Make a bowl. He made a bowl, which is healthy. My problem is anything I like isn't good for me. That's my problem. I like anything that's not good for you. So carbs and more carbs with a lot of sugar. So anyhow, right now I'm drinking a Coke Zero, and I hate life.
I got plenty of oatmeal cream pies in the office if you want some.
Well, I've already eaten 2, and that's not good.
Out of my box?
Oh, yeah.
Without asking?
You said I could have them.
And you didn't take them then, so when did you take them? No, you did not.
I did too. I literally walked over there and grabbed 2 out and walked out, ate breakfast, and then had 2 oatmeal cream pies right after I had breakfast.
You're a liar.
I swear. I'm not lying.
Go get the wrapper.
It's right there in the trash can. We'll take a time out here, folks, as he goes and investigates. It should be right there on the far left corner where I sit. There should be 2 of them. How? I walked right over there and got them.
I didn't hear nothing. I was sitting right there.
I grabbed 2 and walked out. You told me I could have 1. I grabbed 2.
Yeah, let's listen to that diction there.
Right. You told me I could have 1.
I could have.
I grabbed 2.
I grabbed 2.
And then we discussed why did you get the oatmeal cream pies?
Can I be honest about something?
Sure.
I was like, I just ate breakfast and then had 2 oatmeal cream pies. I go, I probably shouldn't have done the 2 oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, me too. Absolutely. Same thing. I'm sitting there going, in fact, I'll tell you how it happened. I ate the one. I didn't realize I'd ate the second one. And I was looking, I went, well, what'd I do with that second oatmeal cream pie? So I looked on my desk. I went on the desk. I looked in my drawer where I put stuff like that. I said, did you already eat that second oatmeal cream pie, you fat cow? So that's exactly how that happened. That went down. That's exactly how I ate breakfast. And then I was like, well, I'm still a little bit hungry. I shouldn't be hungry. But oatmeal cream pies were sitting there. So I thought, well, I'll eat 1. And I guess while I was eating 1, I had 2 by accident. So anyhow, yeah, that's how my morning's gone. Had a good workout and then a really good breakfast and then 2 oatmeal cream pies. But they say oatmeal's good for you, right? Actually,
for what I'm trying to do, oatmeal cream pies are actually good.
For what I'm trying to do, oatmeal cream pies is probably not.
Because I don't care about sugar. It's got a lot of carbs and calories, which I need.
See, I don't need that. I need to go the other direction.
But only 1 gram of protein per cookie.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty disappointing.
Oh, well, whatever.
But I just drank half a gallon of chocolate milk, so we should be good. By the way, we're out of chocolate milk.
Well, I try to leave you. I got me just 3/4 of a cup. That way you could have a full cup.
I just took the whole bottle. And
I figured you would. I figure you just finish it off, which is fine. I don't know that chocolate milk is something I should be drinking either, so I don't think that's good for my waistline.
I try to do at least either chocolate milk or ice cream right before bed.
Yeah, no, I do not. I try to not do any of that. So I am on the wrong diet. I think I'm doing things wrong.
It's a lot more fun on this side of things.
Your side is a more fun side.
But I would argue that it's kind of harder.
Well, no, there's no way.
When you're not used to eating all day, and then you have to try to do that, and your body's like, dude, you're not fitting anything else in here. And you're like, you have to just keep pushing through. That's a whole lot easier than just going, I'm not going to eat.
No, well, I don't know.
I'd rather be hungry than feel like I'm about to throw up all day.
True that. I don't like being like super, super stuffed. And
that's what every day is like for me.
So I don't like being super, super stuffed.
It's terrible.
But yeah, I will definitely do
because I like, if I had it my way, I would eat a little bit. I would just like basically just like kind of like not really a squirrel, but I would just eat little bits all throughout the day instead of 3 really, really big meals. I'd rather do that.
Well, I think they said that's better for you to eat like 8 small meals than 3 really big meals.
That's what I like doing because I don't like to eat a lot in one sitting, but I don't ever like to just not be eating.
Right. Well, I
like if I could just throw some almonds back all day.
Almonds are good for you.
That'd be sick.
Almonds dipped in chocolate are even better. Not as good for you, but tastes a lot better.
Jordan almonds.
I like a good Jordan almond. Growing up was my favorite candy.
That's a lie.
It was when I was little, and then when I was a teenager and in college, Mom still continued to buy them for me, and I would graciously eat them because my mom bought them for me. But I remember as a kid, I really, really loved them. So,
out of all the family members that listens to this podcast, which one's your least favorite?
My least favorite out of all the people that listen?
Yeah, that are family.
The
ones that we know listen.
I don't.
So I think your options are Nicole and her kids, the Francises,
Does Tom listen?
And the Fountains, and Grandpa and Mimi. Those are your options. Who's your least
Do the
favorite?
Fountains still listen?
I don't know if they still do, but we know that they did at one point. So out of all those people, which one's your least favorite?
Wow. Probably you.
I don't listen to the podcast.
I do. So probably me. I hate myself.
That's pretty narcissistic.
What?
Listening to your own show.
No, sometimes I just want to hear it played back, and it's not like a vain thing. It just because people will bring up stuff, and I'll go, I don't even remember us talking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I guess this isn't just like my thing, but every time we put out a youth video, I watch it. Like the Slip and Slide kickball video, I've probably seen it 20 times.
Right, yeah. So it's like that. And for me, I don't watch every one of them. I maybe have watched 2 or 3 of them. So
here we go, folks.
It's potential spam. And so I just hung up on her.
You got the watch going off, the phone going off, and the iPad going off.
Well,
I think we got too many devices.
So I have the phone off. So it wasn't the phone.
Talking about slave to technology.
That's on silent.
You got one in your pocket, one over there on the desk, and one you literally strapped to yourself.
Right. It's ridiculous.
That's a problem.
Well, you know what? What I'm learning is I like my Apple Watch at the gym, but then I could be done with it the rest of the day. Like I didn't wear it at all this weekend. I didn't wear it Saturday. I didn't wear it Sunday.
You know what? I have.
I'm fine with not having
just
it.
a phone.
Well, and I'm okay with that. So
I don't have an iPad. Don't have a watch.
Well, my iPad, we actually, it's my iPad, but the church uses it for the kids' ministries.
I will say I do really want a laptop.
I'll get you
because I feel like when we're out of town, I'd like to be able to still work on stuff.
It's nice to take a computer. This is the only thing I have, and it's pretty ancient. It's been around today.
I wouldn't even touch this if I didn't have to.
It's pretty old. I do like my desktop computer, but it's not one of those you can just throw in the bag and haul around with you. So I don't know. Maybe you need to invest in one. I don't know. But
I don't have any money.
Me neither.
Every time I get some, you take some away.
I know, right?
Between the government and you, I'm just handing it out.
Just giving it. Letting them have it. No, well, usually it's because it's something that you owe back.
Or rent, yeah.
Yeah. So
if anybody's got a house they don't want anymore, that you're willing to give out, I'll give you $100 for it.
He's got a hundo.
Make a deal real quick.
He'll get you a fresh $100 bill.
What are you talking about in Sunday school?
In Sunday school, we are in Luke chapter 3. We talked about how John the Baptist and Jesus have, they're kind of been parallel. When you read Luke, it kind of parallels their story all the way through. And then in Luke chapter 3, that kind of culminates. They kind of come together and, the famous line, "Behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world," just kind of one of those deals. And then it kind of marks kind of the beginning of Jesus' ministry, right? And when all that kind of kicks off, he starts getting disciples and apostles and having them follow him, and I'll make you fishers of men, and that all kind of seems to start happening in 3. In 2, we see where Jesus is an infant in the temple, and then 12 years old in the temple, and then chapter 3, the next time we see him, he's 30 years old, and so a lot happens like in 2 chapters, right? I mean, a big chunk of Jesus' life is not there, and a lot of people go, well, why is that so? Why do we not have that information? And I'm of the persuasion if it was left out, it was left out because it just wasn't important as far as what God's trying to accomplish with that, right? So we're not told that for whatever reason. We don't have that information, and but anyhow, we see Jesus and John the Baptist and the beginning of, I guess, both of their ministries, if you will. John the Baptist is the forerunner of Jesus Christ. His preaching was to repent, for everybody to be right, to repent and ask for forgiveness. And so then he baptized, and he goes, and I baptize with water, but there are ones that comes baptizes in the Holy Spirit. And of course, he's talking of Jesus. And so we had a fun little discussion of do you think Jesus and John the Baptist hung out as kids? They're pretty close to age. Their parents weren't, but they were. And did they ever, when they were 12 years old, walk into the tent, did they go to the temple together? When they went to Jerusalem to sacrifice, did they walk together? Did they ever hang out? Because I know that they didn't live in the same town. But did they ever see each other? Did they ever hang out? And of course, we don't know that, and obviously it doesn't matter, because if it mattered, the Bible would have told us. But anyhow, we talked about that, and just really diving into the book of Luke and chapter by chapter, and just what we can glean from it and what we can look at. And there were 4 things, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but the 4 things that we looked at that just talked about Jesus' ministry, and how his it was about repentance. It was apocalyptic. It was the enemy was religion. And that was the enemy to, you look at Jesus' biggest issues were with the religious people, because it was all about religion and not about a relationship. They didn't have a relationship with God. They had a religion, but they didn't have a relationship. And so that was one of Jesus' issues. And then the last one, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I did pretty good coming up with 3. I feel pretty good about it anyhow. So it was really good. And we just broke those down. And then we talked about, in our class, which ones we really struggle with, and what are some of the things that can be hard for us when it talks about repenting, and then the apocalyptic type terminology that they used, and both of them used. And then, of course, how we can get caught up in religion and things that we do versus having a truly healthy, right relationship with God and with Jesus. So anyhow, we tackled all that. We didn't get even hardly started in it. We're going to have to finish it up next week, and we'll dive more into John the Baptist and Jesus, Luke chapter 3 next week, because that's as far as we got.
Sick.
That was actually pretty good.
You're talking about leaving stuff out because it just wasn't important. There's things that I'm like, it's interesting that this was deemed unimportant, but then you read Song of Solomon, you go, I think we could do without this.
Right. Yep. Well, and so it's funny, there's some things in there you go, I would like more information on that, and then there's other things you're like, I don't think I needed that much information on that.
Or even like the stuff in the Dead Sea Scrolls, I think is something that's pretty cool and useful.
Yeah.
But was deemed not important, I guess.
Yeah, well, and so
speaking of, if you want to read that, I got it in my office.
The Dead Sea Scrolls?
Yeah, the complete.
That's probably against the law to have it
Why?
because it belongs in a museum.
Whatever. You know what I mean. The book adaptation. I have a lot of books that you need to read. Except for the one I just read wasn't that good.
No, that happens.
Pretty basic, self-explanatory stuff.
Well, but here's the deal. Sometimes basic is really good because
but it's like
causes you to refocus.
Blanketed by extremist, legalist.
Yeah, no, it happens. Yeah,
stuff. So yeah.
Well, and I think that's where we need to be intelligent enough to know. I'm reading this book, and I'm going to take the good out of it, and I'm going to take the meat and leave the bones.
There was good stuff in it, but it's also like a lot of it. It's kind of like how the Pharisees were. It's let me go to the extreme here to be a show. Like, yeah, it's just I don't know. Focus on what matters.
That's the way I was raised.
Except for I will say, he is a Puritan, but that book, The Mortification of Sin, is so good.
Mortification of Sin.
I really like that book.
Read that book, folks. It's an older book. It was
very old.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. Probably. I think it's the oldest book I have. Other than, obviously, the Bible, probably. Or the Dead Sea Scrolls. Those are probably up there.
Yeah. Probably 1500s. What? 1500s maybe? 16?
You know a book I have that I still haven't read that was written by a good friend of ours? Tried by Fire, Rick Schussler.
It's a good book, actually. Yeah.
Still haven't read it.
You should read it. It's really good. Oh, Rick Schussler.
It was given
missionary
to me when
to the Caribbean islands.
I was like 8.
Yeah.
So I was like, obviously, there's no way I'm reading this.
Yeah, it's his story of what happened to him, how he got burned, and how the Lord used that to get him where he's at. So doing really good. In fact, he was doing a camp or something. I saw a bunch of videos. I think they were doing medic places where people can come in and get medical attention. I don't know exactly where they are. Maybe Haiti, I think he said. Maybe. I don't remember. But anyhow, man, what a really good dude. Really like him. We've done a lot of mission trips with him just because he's in English-speaking, well, per se, English-speaking, where everybody can talk and everybody can participate and everybody can be involved. And I really like that. I think it's hard going to Mexico if you don't speak Spanish. I think it's hard going, someplace else if you don't speak the language. What really helps when you go someplace.
But we'll be fine when we go to Mongolia.
No.
They make those, the meta glasses that Bud has?
Mm-hmm.
There's auto translate thing in that.
So I just need to buy some expensive glasses before I go.
Well, your phone does it too.
I got you. I think I'd rather have the glasses.
There's an app you can download where you and a person just talk and then the phone just...
Well, I won't lie. When Bud walks up to me, I'm nervous because I don't know what them glasses are doing.
I said to him, he was walking out yesterday. I said, "Are you recording me?" And I don't think he understood the joke I was making. He goes, "No." And I was like, "All right. Have a good day, Bud."
Have a good Bud. Have a good one. I don't even think I talked to him yesterday.
And Tony, since you were getting down there to do the ski thing, and I was sitting in the back door as everybody was walking out, Tony walks up and goes, "Oh, they put the B team out here?" I'm like, all right, dude.
Tony, he's quick, man. He's quick. He'll get you if you're not watching. He's a good dude, though. Good dude. So that was Sunday school. What'd y'all do Sunday school?
We're still in 2 Thessalonians, kind of feeding off of the idea that we started on at the end of last week. The concept that if we fully grasped, one, how powerful God is, and how much He loves us, that our problems don't seem as big. We kind of started talking about, obviously, Paul's writing to a church that's being persecuted, and the kind of main concept as we were reading through this week was that the persecutions that Christians are under is evidence that we belong to God. That if everybody in the world liked us, then that's a sign that, hey, I'm not doing this right. Because if you look at Jesus' life, people didn't like him. The Bible says, don't be surprised if the world hates you. They hated me first.
Yep.
And so for us Christians, if we're living the right way, life's going to be kind of tough. We're not going to fit in. Not everybody's going to like us. And you're going to stick out. And he kind of was saying, these persecutions that you face isn't a sign that God's forgotten you or doesn't care about you, but it's evidence that you're His. And I forgot which verse it was, but it says that basically there's two groups of people. There's those of us that are waiting on relief, and the other group is waiting to be repaid. The repaid group, it talks about how, hey, what they're waiting for is eventually they're going to be in hell for eternity. Their punishment's coming, and that's what they have to look forward to. For us, we're waiting for relief, where God's going to come in and wrong the rights. And kind of what we got deep into was talking about how, as people do things that wrong us, it's so easy for us to develop this rage or hatred towards them and want to get revenge or see something happen there to make it right. And kind of what we were discussing is that if we're in this group that's waiting for relief, why are we not waiting for it? Why are we trying to get the revenge ourselves? Why are we trying to make things like right for people that wrong us, instead of just saying, hey, as mad as I am at this person, I can look at them and say, like, oh, instead of being surprised that, hey, I can't believe that they would do that to me, grasping this concept of, well, they're lost. That's how they're going to act. Instead of me being mad at them, I should be worried for them and have this burden in my heart for them and pray, because Paul talks about in 2 Thessalonians this concept of praying for your enemies, caring for them. And that's kind of a hard thing to grasp. But if we're looking at, I kind of said this, I don't know if this is a good way to put it, but when people that do us wrong, that are lost, is like, instead of viewing them as like an enemy of us, being like, they're not against me, they're really against God, and that should break us. And we should be like, dang, I want them to come to know God so that they can have this perspective shift. And so we talked about one, which group are you in? Are you in the group waiting relief or the group waiting to be repaid? And if you are in the group that's awaiting relief, why aren't we living like we're waiting for that relief? Not that we would be angry and get so worked up over these little things of people wronging us, but that we would trust that, hey, God's gonna take care of this. Justice is coming one day, and in the meantime, I should be trying to save as many people as I can from getting to this, to view that wrath and go through that justice. We want people to be on this side of the group's, not that side. And so that's pretty much it. But
good. Yeah. Well, it's hard. One, it's hard because although yes, they're lost, and although yes, we're supposed to love them, but it's hard when you're being attacked, and it's hard when people are coming at you, and it's hard when people are being ugly. And but everything is right. I mean, that's all true, but not all easy. That can be a very tough thing to do.
But once you practice it,
yeah,
it's like, oh, okay. I see what, because for me, somebody will say something to me and I'll get worked up over it, and I'll think about it every night for a week straight. Whereas I found the few times I have practiced is where I've just changed my perspective on it and prayed for them. It kind of leaves your mind pretty quickly. The weight of it goes away.
Well, I think the key is that you have to have that conversation or that prayer or whatever with the Lord to help set that into motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you don't keep that in perspective, you don't keep that in the forefront, then you do end up floundering. You end up having those issues. So I think the key is to have that conversation early. Hey, this is the devil. This is what he's doing. This is what's taking place. And so I think if you can do that and put that in perspective, it really, really helps a lot.
There's a book by Craig Rochelle called Fight that's really, really good if you're a man or a young dude. But there's a whole chapter in it called Spiritually Led, Not Emotionally Driven.
Oh, good.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
There's so many scenarios where he talks about instead of acting in the moment and allowing your emotions to take over, to let all your actions be carried out through prayer and giving it to God, saying, all right, what do you want me to do? Instead of, hey, I'm going to let my emotions take over and that's what's going to lead me. Throughout the whole book, he talks about kind of what it means to be a guy and dealing with these different emotions thing. He walks through the story of Samson, and have you read it? I think you read it.
I have not.
So I let a teenager borrow it and never saw it again.
That's the problem with letting people borrow stuff. 80% of the time, it does not come back.
I have no idea where it is. I really want to find it. If not, I'm just going to have to order another one because it is one of my favorite books. Christian Daniel gave it to me while we were at camp.
Yeah,
and we all would meet up every week and talk about it, and it was I've
lost
really
so many good books and materials and stuff like that by letting people borrow and then just never come back. So then I'm kind of a jerk. I say, no, you can't borrow it. Go get your own. And you don't want to be that way either. But I mean, what do you do? I think
what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to say, you have a month to read this. If I don't get it back in a month, you have to pay me however much money the book costs. That way, if you don't bring it back, I can at least order a new one.
Right. Or I break your legs.
But like the issue is, it was like when I just started getting a library going in my office that I had a bunch of guys who were like, you're talking about reading and stuff. Like, I want to read, but I don't know what to read. So I gave out like 5 different books to 5 different people.
Yep.
And didn't write down who had what.
That's your big mistake there.
And 4 of the books came back to me. I have no idea who I even lent Fight to, but I don't know where it's at all.
Yeah. Yep, you got to be careful with that because, man, I've lost a lot of good books and a lot of good material by letting people borrow. I'm going to bring it back, I promise. And it never makes it back.
But I do have in my notes app 32 books that I would like to order.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm getting quite the wish list put together.
Well, I need to be better at reading. I read maybe, other than the Bible, I read maybe 2 or 3 chapters of something else a week if I'm lucky. And I know I should do more, but I just don't.
The last time we were in Texas, Clark told me you can't be a leader if you're not a reader.
I agree. I don't know where he has time to read. When does he have time to do all the reading? But I agree. You need to be reading, and I'll go through stages. Like I'll read 15 books out of nowhere, just like that, and do it in like a couple of months, and then I won't touch a book again for 2 years.
You've been working on that one for a while.
I have been. It's one of those deals where
it's not. It looks pretty like long, but it's also just massive pages.
Yes. And it's a fantastic read, and it's not hard, and it's good. It's about World War II. I love it. There's another book there about World War II I have that I want to read, and I don't know. I just find that I'm not motivated, and then I'll go through a phase where I am motivated, and man, I'll read a bunch of books. But that's been a little while now, so I need to.
This week I'm starting a book by D.L. Moody.
Oh, D.L. He's a good dude. Did you hear he's retiring in October? Crazy, man.
I would have assumed he was already retired.
No.
How old is the guy?
Probably 47. I'm just kidding. I don't know that. He was the dean of students when I started at Arlington Baptist College. So.
And that was the 80s?
No. That was 1992, 3 or 4. 1992, 93, 94. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. So, in the 90s, 97, 96, 95, 94. It'd have been 1994.
But you're about to have a 30-year-old.
No. It's a while for that to happen.
Nuh-uh.
She's 4 years.
That's quick, man.
That's not quick.
In
That's
4 years, you'll have not just a grown kid, but like an old kid. I read somewhere that the second you turn 30, it slowly goes downhill the rest of your life.
What do you mean?
It
slowly goes downhill. Like, what does that mean?
I read that the quality of life in general, all around, just gets worse and worse year by year.
I think it's what you make of it, dude.
And I was like, that's a terrible
way to look at your future. I think everything is how you look at it. I think everything is how you approach it. If you're negative, then you turn 30 from then on, it's going to be terrible.
It's just been 2016 was just such a good year that nothing's really compared to it ever since.
Really? Wow.
My 8th grade year, man, it rocked.
8th grade year was it, huh?
It was so good.
No, so see, that's what I'm saying. I think life is what you make of it, and it'll be as good as you make it, and it's all perspective, Is it? Am we going to do this thing or not, And my situation is as good as I think my situation is. If I think it's horrible, then it's probably horrible. If I think it's good, which I think I've got a pretty sweet gig.
And that's the same with church.
I agree.
You're looking for reasons to hate church, you're going to find it.
Well, I think it's all perspective. It's all in how you look at life, and it's all how you approach it, and all how you think about it. And I know I can sometimes be negative, and so I fall into that category. But I don't want to be that person. I don't want the devil to win in that, and so I want to look at things positively. And we've got good things going on around here. Are we where we want to be? No, but that means we have work to do,
right? We're dang close.
But I don't know about that. But we've got work to do, and so that means let's get to work. Let's do this thing. Let's don't just sit back and wait for things to happen. Let's make things happen. Let's get out there and do what God wants us to do, and then let the Lord, handle the growth and how everything else looks. As long as I'm doing my part, then I'm where I need to be doing what I need to be doing. And so that's what I want to do. And I'm excited about school starting and us kicking into the fall and all that the Lord has in store between now and Christmas, because I think there's a lot of good stuff going on. So it'll be good. I wish we had numbers from last week and Wednesday, but no one counted either days. But I really believe they were good numbers. So I'm going to say,
come on, Alan.
I'm going to say our numbers were fantastic. And this past week, our numbers were really good. So the Lord knows, and He's taking care. We had 113 in Sunday school. That's crazy. So I'm grateful for that. And I know of a lot of people that were missing. So
I want 150.
Well, we could have been 120 easy. That we had a lot of people missing. So
where were the people at? Because my class was small too.
that's what I'm saying. There were a lot of people gone. So if we get everybody here, I know for sure, like the Patches were out of town, and I know a few other people were not here or sick, or Emma Grace was sick, and a few other things happened like that. And
got that Taco Bell lettuce.
she got the Taco Bell lettuce, and bless her heart. Hopefully she's feeling better today. I counted. Man, I bet I can count a dozen or so people that weren't here. So, you think, well, we had a really good day, and still some folks not here. So maybe they'll get back in and get going, and it'll be good. It'll be good. I had a good conversation with some folks this week, about the church, about what the Lord's doing, and we got several people visiting, checking us out, and so that's good. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Got some kids checking us out. We have a couple of young families with little bitty babies. I love that. And we want them in the nursery. I think, man, that's the best way to grow a church, is through a bunch of kids in the nursery, right? So I hope the Lord continues to bless that. And we continue to get a bunch of young families with little ones here. So
Main service.
Music was good. I just love having a piano, man. I think it's great.
A piano, man.
Having a piano lady. Andy does such a great job. He always has. You and Haley do such a great job, those who sing. And that piano I don't know, to me, I feel like it fills the room. It makes it a full sound. And so I really, really love those two ladies that are playing the piano. I appreciate them and their willingness to do it. And, yeah, man, so good. And music was good. I like our service, so it was good. And then I preached on with the Lord's Prayer. We just talked about praise, how important it is to praise. And so we looked at our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That was just thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So we kind of just started the first part of that whole idea of when you pray and when you talk to the Lord, you start with praise. And start off with our Father and who we are in Him. We're adopted. We're His children. We're loved. We're cared for. We can come to Him because we have a connection that the rest of the world who doesn't know Him as their Lord and Savior. We have a connection that we can come straight to Him. We don't have to go to anybody else, around anybody else, through anybody else. I can go straight to our Heavenly Father because He's my Father. Abba Father. I can cry, Abba Father, and He hears me. He knows. He cares. And so, but then we also looked at hallowed be thy name. But not only is He our Father, He's also a holy God, creator of the universe. So we talked about that and broke that down and the importance of Him being a holy God and omnipresent. He's everywhere. He knows everything. And so omnipresent, omnipotent, and all-powerful, sovereign God. And so that makes things really, that puts things in perspective. So there is that intimate side of it, but then there's also, don't forget that He's a holy God. Hallowed be thy name means how holy is your name. It is a holy, holy name. And so, and then we talked about thy will be done. What the Lord wants is what I want. What He wants should be what I want. Thy will be done. And just the importance of our life lining up with His life and our life, coincided with what He wants. And so, if I want Jesus to answer my prayers and be in line with Jesus, I have to be in line with Him, right? And so for me to do that, I need to know what His will is and seek His will and pray for His will and follow His will and be obedient to His will, and then find that my prayer life lines up with His will. And so that's the whole desire and the whole purpose. And the next week we'll look at provision, and then the next week we'll look at protection as we continue looking at the Lord's Prayer. And so one of my main challenges were, as we jumped into the Lord's Prayer, is it's real easy because it's familiar to kind of turn off and not really plug in and not listen like you're doing right now.
I'm listening.
And so it's real easy to just go, I've heard this before. So my challenge was to stay plugged in and listen and listen to what God has to say, because there's some good things there. And then I just challenge us to, maybe spend some time this week. I did it last night, of just praising Him for good stuff. Just having a time of praise. And I didn't ask Him for nothing. I didn't go any further than, you are holy, you are great, you are, just recognizing who He was and being thankful for His blessings. Thank you for my kids, my wife, my my home, my job, and so knowing that all that I have, all that I am, all that I do comes from Him. And so so hopefully people will do that this week and just spend some time in just praising Him for all of His goodness. So anyhow, that's what Sunday was. It was good.
And then we came back at 5:00 for some worship practice, which was a blast. Dude, I don't know if you were you were talking to Hank, so you definitely didn't hear it, but there was one song I was like, I just tried a new fill on.
I heard it.
And it actually sounded so sick. But then I was like, nobody really reacted. But then Brandy was like, you should do that Sunday. And I was like, yes. Yes. I've been watching a lot of videos of Neil Peart, Don Brewer, and Ringo Starr.
Okay.
Neil is a different breed. I was watching a video today of him playing, and it's like actually.
And who does he work for?
Rush.
To where?
The band Rush.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know him.
Like his parts on. There's one I just listened to this morning and sent it to Grandpa. I forgot what it was called already. It's something of the something of radio. His part in that's crazy. His part in Tom Sawyer's crazy. He's just insane. Don Brewer's the man. Ringo's better than what I gave him credit for. The more I've been watching, I'm like,
old Ringo,
solid cat right there.
That would be the Beos.
But anyways, and then Brandy, so helpful last night. We did our teen worship practice. We're going to start doing music upstairs on Wednesday nights. And she was extremely helpful last night, getting all that put together and figured out. So big thank you to Brandy, to the main worship team that showed up, and then the teens that were willing to come out. We had some people learning new instruments. Sarah Grace picked up bass fairly quickly.
If you have a little bit of rhythm and you have any kind of common sense, you can do the bass pretty quick if you keep it simple.
See, I don't know anything about it, but I was listening. I was like, she's actually doing pretty good.
Nice.
We got Noah Hendricks starting out on learning drums. Which
isn't easy.
I think the best bet, though, since the only thing we'd be able to use upstairs is an electric kit, I think for now we use the lap box because, one, that'll be an easier way for him to figure out rhythm on.
Yeah.
It's just like you're tapping on your leg.
And that'll be plenty big enough for that room.
Yeah, but I do have a request. I'd like to get an actual cajon. That box is busted.
Why?
The bass part makes like a weird sound that it's not supposed to make, as if it's cracked.
Got it.
A cajon is the box you actually sit on.
Mm-hmm. I know what a cajon is.
I think if we got one of those for upstairs, and we could sell the electric kit that's up there to get it, that electric kit up there is pretty. I wouldn't pay $100 for it.
Well,
what happened to the one that what's his name gave us?
Kai.
Yeah, where's his kit at?
I told him we weren't using it, so he came and picked it up and gave it to another church.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So another church is using it. Hopefully, another church is using it. And I told him thank you, but we had gone to an actual acoustic set.
It was awesome to have until we got that acoustic set.
Oh, it was great. And it was very, very, very kind of him. And so he took it back, and I think he passed it on to another church that wanted to use it. So
super cool.
Which is good.
Well, the kit we have upstairs, pretty garbage.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're basic, but you throw a cajon up there, and
I think because a cajon, like at camp, when they don't have someone that, because if you want to play drums at camp, they say, cool, where's your drum kit? Like you have to bring, and so most people are like either don't have one or they're like,
I'm not bringing it.
I'm not hauling. That was my thing. They said, Keagan, do you want to play the drums? And I said, yeah, if you get a kit. And they said, no, you have to bring your own. I said, then I'm not doing it. I'm not, because and at the time we had one in the garage before you gave it to Grandpa without asking me.
Wow, still bitter.
So at the time we had a drum kit.
We have a drum kit in the garage just sitting there.
Now,
again, wasting away.
There's no room in that garage to play. You know that. There's zero room. There's too much junk.
You can make room in
a
basement.
I have a whole house worth of stuff put into a very confined area. Anyways, what was I even saying, man?
Drum kit. You want a cajon.
Yeah, so they do have a cajon that they keep at camp for guys that don't want to bring a kit, and it does the job plenty. Like it still.
Well, the size of that room, like I said, it'll be great for that.
Still
room.
has a complete sound. Because I feel like with the electric kits, it lags a lot sometimes. I've never played on an electric kit where I was like, this is identical to playing on real drum. There's always a little bit of a lag. The noise isn't quite right. I just don't like them. I've never been a fan of them. It's nice if you're in a house and people that don't want to hear drums because you can throw in headphones and just go. But other than that, like I think to use it for any kind of live performance it's awful. They never work or sound good. Even other churches I've been to that use them, I always think it just sounds terrible. So a cajon though doesn't. It just sounds really solid, especially a lot of the kind of songs that we're wanting to do upstairs. You don't really need like real rocky drums. It's more just, I don't know. So I think a cajon would be great, but I don't know how much they cost. So
I think they're $20.
Well, then we'll do it.
Yeah. Sometimes they're more than $20.
If I had to guess, it's a good one. I could see them being up to like $500.
Well, I don't think we have to go top tier. I mean, we could probably get a nice medium one, especially for teenagers. We don't know how they're going to treat it, how they're going to take care of it.
Well, I don't know how you did it with your youth department. I don't want to just leave instruments sitting out.
Well, we actually had a stage, and if you weren't in the band or whatever, you just weren't on stage, kind of like we do in the auditorium. And
Next
you don't
couple
have
of years, we'll have a stage.
Yeah. Hopefully in a couple of years you can set that up, and it'll be that. So in our youth department, we provided drums, keyboard, and bass, and then everybody else brought their instrument, like guitars, electric guitars.
Good thing is if Harrison starts going on electric, he's got his own guitar.
He does. Yep.
He also has an amp, but he asked me if he'll need it. I said I'm not sure.
No, he can just plug in. Plug in.
And
now, if he wants to get to where he has distortion or pedals or whatever like that, then yeah, he'll need to bring that part of it.
But
we can run it all through the sound system.
Brandy's got a keyboard we can use. I don't really know what to do about the bass other than borrow Haley's, but I feel like that's kind of not fair to her. And then if we had a cajon, it would be money.
Well, we do have I don't know if she ever came and got it, but there is the red bass, but it needs I need to solder some wires and get them working.
Yeah.
But if they work, then that can go upstairs.
But nobody wants to learn it. I desperately need an acoustic guitar player. But none of the students seem interested in learning it.
So I got a kid that rides my bus. I could talk to him. He's always walking around with a guitar.
How old is he?
Probably a ninth grader.
Is he a good kid?
Oh, I don't think so, but I mean, he plays a guitar. Hey, but what you got going for you is a young lady that can play that piano, which is fantastic.
Yeah, piano and cajon, we're fine.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Having the bass,
throwing a bass will be good, and throwing an electric guitar, and that'll be good. And I guarantee you, once you start developing it, there'll be a kid that'll come up and go, "Hey, man, I'm interested in that." I can't tell you how many kids were, and it might take them a year or so, but I'm telling you, you can get them going.
Because like I know Haley plays bass, I played drums and stuff, but I was like, I would love it for neither of us to be in this band.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to just actually, because like Sundays I don't get to sing, or be like just someone in the crowd, like I playing the drums, and so I think it'd be nice to have a time where I'm not like playing anything, and I'm just getting to be present.
Well, and so I started by learning the guitar, and then we developed everything around that, and then worked myself out of a job. And I've done that time and time again. And throughout the years, you'd play the guitar, and then there'll be times you wouldn't, and just based on who was playing, and because you could always do at least music with a guitar, right? That's kind of my thought in it. Is the reason why I learned the guitar. But man, while you got someone that can play the piano, I would take advantage of that, and then find a student that's interested and get them learning and get them going. So that's what I would do.
It's just hard to teach, man.
Show them where a chord chart is, and let's teach them some stuff. So
I didn't realize how hard teaching drums is, but I feel like it's the same for like how good would Kinsey be at teaching somebody else how to play piano? I think
I don't
for
know.
a lot of musicians, it's like you figure it out on your own, and then to go and try to start telling somebody else how to do it, you're like, I just do it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
There's the drive in it, right? Am I willing to put forth the work to be good at it? So I'm as good as I'm ever going to be, simply because I'm not putting in the effort to learn, to listen, to watch, to
But
so
like the basics of drums is very, very simple.
Well, not if you don't have rhythm.
Because before I even started playing drums, I would always to music be tapping on my leg just like that.
And you had rhythm.
So I just was like, oh, anybody can do this. Like
no,
a monkey could do this.
You'd be amazed how many people can't do it. They can't. They just can't. They don't have that. They don't have the ability. So.
But it's like everybody bobs their head while they're listening to music. If you can do that, you're keeping
But some
rhythm.
people can't do that.
How?
Have you watched them? You're doing this, and you're going down, and they're going back. I mean,
that's
or
still
even
rhythm.
clapping.
That's still rhythm.
But they're off.
No, that's not off.
If you're going,
if my head's this way and their head's this way, that's still rhythm. We're doing this. Look, this is the same beat. Same beat.
So you clap, and then I clap off of after you clap.
You're doing the half beats. That's still rhythm. You're still in line. It's if it was like if I was clapping, you were doing it immediately after instead of being perfectly in the middle. Because your head example was this is perfectly in the middle, so this is the half beat.
Yeah, but either way,
so that's still rhythm.
But not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do it. So,
anyways, we're at 57 minutes. Let's wrap this up.
All right. So Wednesday night or Tuesday night, Celebrate Recovery, 6:15. Come and be a part. Wednesday night.
Wonderful Chadwicks.
Wednesday night we kick off. We're kicking off. It's our second week. We're excited about it. A lot of good things happening. Had a fantastic crowd our first Wednesday night. A lot of folks here, and like I keep saying, if you weren't there, you're the one we're missing. So,
and if you haven't already seen our Slip and Slide Kickball video, it's on the same YouTube channel that the podcast is uploaded to, called Shiloh Baptist Teens. Go watch that video, even if you don't have a student in there. It's hilarious. We had a great time, and
you can also find it on Facebook, and it's been posted by several people. So, but yeah, Wednesday nights we're kicking off. It's going to be good, and y'all come hang out with us. And then Saturday, 10 o'clock, men, we're going to do some skeet shooting. If you're interested and you don't have the address, get with me. We'd love for you guys to come hang out with us. It doesn't cost anything.
What barbecue place were you eating at?
I don't know. Some barbecue place that Vince Gaines says is fantastic there in Calhoun.
Tony gave me some recommendations in Calhoun.
But anyhow, we're going to go eat there, and he's going to set up the let them know how many we got coming. And so you guys need to come, and you're invited. We'd love for you to come. It's going to be a great day. We got a good week ahead of us, and so we encourage y'all to be, if you want to come Tuesday nights, we definitely encourage you to do that. Wednesday nights, and then men Saturday, going to go shooting. And then next Friday, we're going to do Rome's Emperors. And I still have 11 extra tickets. So if anybody's interested, they're only $14 a piece. I originally quoted $20 because I just didn't know what they were going to charge us. And I didn't want to. It's easier to give back money than it is to get more money. And so if you guys will give your money and $14, and if you want to go, let me know. We can get you hooked up. So that'll be Friday. I think we're going to take the bus for those who want to ride the bus. When it's filled up, then I don't know what we'll do. I guess we'll sit in each other's laps. But anyhow, that's it. That's all. That's all there is.
I'm Keagan.
I'm Chad.
See ya.